haven't met a little kid who doesn't love bananas or doesn't love pancakes, so I've combined them in this recipe. We're actually using bananas 3 ways, which gives it a beautiful texture. It's satiating, it's a good source of prebiotic fiber and resistant starch. So they're actually good for you. So that Sunday breakfast, you don't have to feel guilty about anymore. So the first step is that we're going to separate some eggs. So we're gonna pop the egg whites straight in our stand mixer, and we're gonna put our egg yolks over here so that we can mash that with the bananas. Alrighty. So again, these egg whites are going to add lift and provide us with a nice crispy outside to our pancakes. So we'll pop them in. Start on a low speed if you need to so that it doesn't slop around too much. And then we want to increase it to sort of about a medium speed so we can get that coming up to soft peaks. So our egg whites are nearly at soft peak. So while that's happening, I'm just going to blitz the rest of our ingredients. So we have 2 types of bananas here. We've got some that are a little bit closer to compost, which is fine because the brown spots are actually full of antioxidants. So we want all of those 2 bananas, those brown spots, the parts that some people can't eat, that are just too sweet, that's where the antioxidants are. So we want that in there. Now our second banana ingredient is this beautiful green banana flour. This is something that I'm super excited about. That's a happy accident. It's an innovation that came out of responding to cyclone season, and all of the banana plants were sort of falling over, and there were all of these underripe bananas that needed to be used. So out of that came green banana flour, which is full of prebiotic fiber, really good for digestion and gut health, and really satiating. So we're gonna pop all of that in. So you can use it almost 1-for-1 to plain flour. Does have a slight flavor, so it won't be good for substituting for all of your different recipes, but it's a great thing to experiment with if you haven't used it before. So we've got some cinnamon. So again, we like to add spices instead of sugar because you are quite satiated and you don't feel the need for sweetness. So we've got sweetness from the bananas, we've got some spices, got some vanilla, and then our ghee. So we've got, it's just clarified butter. So we're putting some good fats into our pancakes, and this also helps them cook. So we'll blitz that up to a nice fine sort of paste, and then we can combine the 2. So we've got a nice thick paste there. Take that off. Our egg whites are done. Nice soft peaks in there. And then we can fold these through one another to get our batter. So just really gently folding through. We don't want to lose too much of that volume. So our egg whites are adding volume to our pancakes, as well as a nice crispy outside and fluffy inside. So we don't want to knock too much volume out of them now. I'm preheating my fry pan to about a medium heat. Now I do encourage you just to sort of, especially for the first one, take your time with it. A little bit more ghee in there for flavor and to help the cooking process. Just do one at a time, there's no rush. You want to enjoy your Sunday breakfast. You've got a little bit of time to sort of create a more round shape with these. And it looks thick, but that's what we want. We've put all of that work into those egg whites. So we want to maintain that volume. Now, just like with any other pancakes, we're looking for those beautiful little air bubbles before we flip it over. So it might be anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, depending on the heat of your pan. Now we're going to just fancy these up just a little bit. So these green bananas also are the highest resistant starch. So it means it's a low GI food, so it's a longer lasting energy source. And what we're going to do, we could just serve it with fresh banana, but why not make this a little bit fun, a little bit fancy. And we're just gonna brulee some banana for the top of our pancakes. So I'm just going to dip them into this stevia, one side only, and then pop that side up. Now, if you didn't have a blowtorch, you could put this under a really sort of high temperature grill and just keep a really close eye on them. But we'll blowtorch them today just to add a little bit of drama. Obviously, if you're doing this with kids, you'd be doing that step. And just like we would use it on a creme brulee, we're just gonna caramelize the tops of these stevia-filled bananas. So we've got a nice little bit of caramelization on our bananas. So adding another texture and flavor. So we'll just move that away from our faces, away from anyone else, keep it safe. And then we can start to pile these bananas onto our pancakes. So if you wanted to add honey or syrup or anything else like that, you could at this stage, but we've got a little bit of leftover ghee that we fried in. So rather than putting butter on each of our pancakes, we can pour a little bit of that over, give them a nice sheen, a nice gloss. So there we have our triple banana pancakes. Now I know I said it would be good enough to share with the kids, or this could be a very generous meal for one.